those two
from something. I think they're on this National Treasure, so
yeah. I'm big fans of those guys. They're really talented and cool and beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, how's your day going?
Pretty well.
Okay, good.
Let's be back in person again.
No, I'm sorry.
So what can you tell us about your character? Let's start with an easy one.
Yeah, let's start there. We know them pretty well at this point, I think. So I play FBI Agent Ross, and she is just a plucky, determined, young rookie agent. She was top of her class in Quantico and assigned to this huge case in D.C., and then she botched it. She got the wrong guy. So she was kicked down to the Baton Rouge field office, where in her first week, Jess and Tasha show up with this outlandish story about like a treasure and a kidnapping, and I just think I'm being hazed, essentially, by all the senior FBI agents. Like, they're like watching on a monitor behind me and just snickering. And then I start to piece some things together and realize that maybe this isn't as crazy as it seems. So I'm essentially a few steps behind them the whole time, figuring out, are they criminals? Are they actually on a right path? What's going on? So I go on my own little journey, kind of parallel with them.
My character's Ethan. He's kind of a by-the-book guy, rule follower. He's a law student, and within the group of the treasure hunters, he's kind of the voice of reason most of the time, kind of the dad of the group. But he's also Jess's childhood best friend. They grew up together, and they just have a very strong bond and connection, and there's a deep love there, and he's willing to do anything to make sure she is safe and make sure she gets out of this alive.
Yeah.
What do you think the series version of National Treasure brings to the franchise, and how does it feel to be part of it?
Well, what it brings is we get the time to really build out these worlds. I mean, National Treasure is known for being full of these incredible action set pieces. We get to make you essentially 10 movies with an action set piece in every episode. We also get the time to expand on these characters. So, as opposed to 2.5 hours, we get to land you with 10 hours of the world. So when they say it's an expansion of the franchise, it is in every sense of the term, here we are 20 years later, and we really get to get into all those fine details. And to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's very much lives in the same world as the movies. Like Lyndon said, it's 10 more movies, and the pace is there. It's a very pacey show, and we love that we get introduced to a new group of characters, but we've got the old characters come back as well, and it's just a really exciting world to be in. Yeah, we're excited to show everyone.
It's really fun to be inserted into an already loved franchise. There's pressure that comes with that, of course, because you want to do it justice, but I think for all of us, we were like, wait, we get to carry this torch? It's a very exciting thing.
Thank you.
What's the inspiration to create the character? So I hadn't seen the movies before I got cast, so of course I was like, this is a great time to do my homework and watch these movies. But then for me, it was trying to figure out essentially all of the steps that Agent Ross would have gone through to get to this point of where she is in her career. So I did a lot of studying about what type of schooling they would do, what would they major in, what's the actual Quantico process. Weapons training was a big part of my preparation, knowing I was going to be handling one. So for me, it was a lot of following her mental trajectory in life and then getting physically able to do all the fun stunts that I got to do.
Yeah, for me, I mean, Ethan's a bit of an A-type character. He needs things to go the way they should, and as I said, he's a rule follower, and for me, a lot of the research and background we were doing was just the relationship between Ethan and Jess, because they grew up together. It's the fundamentals of the series for us, and I just had a lot of fun doing that. I mean, exploring those nuances and characteristics.
And they were two of the cast members who were lucky enough to actually do an in-person chemistry read in the casting process. So he got to build that kind of bond with her really, really early on. So it translates on screen really well.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
To be able to have it was kind of like a rehearsal period. The chemistry reads went for about a month. So we really got to know each other and form a really beautiful relationship and bond. It was great.
Yeah.
You said Ethan was the parents of the group in the show. So behind the scenes, who's your cast parent that holds you guys together and takes care of you?
The Casper.
I mean, I am the oldest in the cast, or in the group.
In the kids group,
in the kids group, in the kids range, and I mean, and that hasn't really happened to me in my career before, but like I sort of had to take on a parental role at some points because these guys are really talented and full of life and energy, and I had to sort of like,
keep the train on the tracks. He was dad on screen and off screen for sure for them. Yeah.
Yeah, for most of the time, but like I just get carried away with them too because it's so much fun, and whatever they want to do, I'm down for. But I don't know, like who else is the parent?
Whenever we talk about it, I always say you kept those kids in line.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.